Hola amigos, bienvenidos a Insercoin, soy Jaimix y hoy vamos a jugar a Duckman de Graphic Adventures of a Private Dick. Vamos con una nueva guía de este videojuego basado en la serie Duckman de la Paramount de finales de los 90, una serie de animación enfocada para adultos y que se caracterizaba por sus diálogos ácidos, que es algo que vamos a conservar en este videojuego, y de hecho nos encontramos con una aventura gráfica bastante sencilla a la hora de resolver los puzzles y que tiene muchos momentos no interactivos, ya que el principal aliciente de esta aventura es, como hemos dicho, esos ácidos diálogos y esos momentos de humor adulto que ya encontrábamos en la serie y que se conservan en este videojuego. De hecho, el control es muy sencillito, ya que solo tenemos dos tipos de acciones, que es Duckman normal para interactuar con otros elementos, o Duckman cabreado, que casi es pichipicha porque Duckman siempre está cabreado. Así que sin más, os dejo con la introducción a la aventura y comenzamos con la guía.
No doubt many of you may be confused. Yes, I am the same corn-fed normally seated behind a desk at the detective agency office. Some of you may remember me for playing second fiddle to Duckman, private detective / family man. And some of you may remember me for the subtle beauty of my supple calves. I feel that it's my duty to share with regular viewers of the Duckman show, and if you're not, shame on you. Check local television listings and get with the program. You may wonder how I wound up on this war-torn battlefield wading in a septic pool of dysentery bacteria. It's not a pretty story, but there will be plenty of intrigue, action, and young women in embarrassingly small swimwear. Oh, and a bit of head-busting, butt-kicking, super bitchin' violence, if you enjoy that sort of thing. Custom dictates that I start my story at the beginning. Then again, custom dictates that I repress the impulse to tackle anything that wiggles in hot pink. So come with me now. Our story begins here, at the exclusive Abs and Ass Health Spa in Beverly Hills, a place where the rich and famous come to soak in scented waters and be pampered like the phony baloney royalty they are. My friend and partner Duckman had been living here for nearly a month, busy basking in the fame that accompanies starring in a weekly television series. Duckman was so intent on living like the king of big screen that he completely ignored, among other things, his children, his career, and, me, his lovable doe-eyed porcine pal.
Oh, rub just a little harder, Tiffany. That's right there, between the webbing. Oh, that's it. Oh, that makes the cock crow. Julio, my little south of the border friend, my compliments. That martini was drier than a nun's undies.
In reality, Mr. Duckman, that was not a martini. It was a sludge and stand your granny up against the wall and then Singapore sling her into the back of your pickup and drive her to Long Island iced tea.
That, would have been my second guess. Either a martini or what you said. Anywho, I think I'll have another.
Oh, Duckman, no thinking aloud. This is Hollywood, remember? Just lay back and dream of a world without butter.
A world without butter? That's like a juggler without balls. Well, you're a good little suck-up, aren't you, Julio? Remember, fill it to the rim with gin.
That's odd. He never has a second glass at home.
Lo primero a realizar es interactuar con el televisor para darnos cuenta que está apagado.
I always believe in buying American products, except when watching Baywatch is at stake. When it comes to watching jiggling flesh in high resolution, I say screw the economy, get the best set you can. I wonder why this television isn't on.
Ahora interactuamos con Julio en modo Duckman cabreado para que nos dé el mando del televisor.
Julio, I was just admiring your formidable package. It's huge!
Oh, I am flattered, Mr. Duckman.
No, you little chupacabra. Your sack over by the door.
Oh, that is my bag lunch.
Duckman, look at the time. Your television show is on now.
So it is. That reminds me, I really should check in with the studio one of these weeks and let them know where I am, in case they want to, I don't know, film some new episodes or something silly like that. This just doesn't seem right, does it?
The TV isn't on, silly Zwilly.
Exactly what I was thinking. I wonder where the remote control is. I want the remote control for the television now!
Aye! Well, why didn't you just say so?
Let's see. The Yarn Network, the Menendez Brothers Comedy Hour, Sandy Duncan Retrospective. Ah, here we go. The good old USA Network.
Wow, that was pretty great! The new Duckman rescued that whole school bus full of liver-diseased orphans from the evil clutches of King Chicken, and then found every one of them a donor liver.
Not only that, but then the new Duckman checked them all into a charity hospital that he built himself, completely with recycled materials.
He is truly extraordinary. After that, he helped me with my homework and then replaced the transmission in an old person's car. It was a Volvo.
Whoa!
I do what I can, family. There's only one planet, and I feel compelled to make it a better place to live.
Curse you, new Duckman. You're unbeatable. I miss the old Duckman. He was a weak simpleton.
Now, King Chicken. No more of your super villainous sour grapes.
Say, Duckman, who's that sexy stack of sticky buns starring on your show?
I have no idea. There's got to be some kind of mistake.
It's getting late, kids. Everyone off to bed now. The new Duckman and I have an old bird that needs stuffing.
Who is this joker moving in on my family? Clearly, he's insane. He's Frenching Bernice.
It's time for you to leave, Mr. Former Somebody. This suite is reserved for real celebrities.
Replacing me on my own show might just be the studio's way of freeing me up so I can do feature films. I better go to Paramount and get to the bottom of this.
Duckman was suffering from a serious case of denial. He couldn't believe that ignoring his career had cost him his television series. It was clearly time for my crime-fighting partner to be on the receiving end of a very rude and slightly painful wake-up call.
Vamos a pasar al mapa y vamos a seleccionar el estudio de Paramount.
Paramount Studios. The people who brought us Laverne and Shirley, without anyone even asking for it. How will we ever thank them?
A la entrada del estudio, simplemente hablando con el guardia, nos dejarán entrar.
Paramount Studios. Every day, thousands of people pass through these gates to create the entertainment that hundreds of people enjoy. Let me in there, you minimum wage rent-a-cop. I have to see the CEO, Parte.
Name?
I don't know his name. I quit trying to keep track. This studio goes through executives faster than Robert Downey Jr. goes through strangers' bedrooms.
No, I meant your name.
Duckman! Duckman! As in, at least I'm not John Lovitz. Isn't he annoying?
Oh, why, they told me to bring you right over, Mr. Duckman. They said as soon as you slithered up, I should bring you right over to the executive offices. So just give me a second here.
Now, this is more like it. I knew there had to be a mistake. I'm still the biggest thing this studio's ever seen, since Raymond Burr died. Drive a bit slower, my good man. We have to give the common folk a good look.
What?
Who do you think you're dealing with? I am angry and I will take your company.
Para interrumpir la conversación telefónica usamos a Duckman cabreado.
Let's talk business, Louis B. Shallow Pockets. In my new contract, I want more of everything.
You peed in the wrong sandbox, my friend. Today's Blue Plate special is hot, hostile takeover on a bet of Don't Screw With Me linguine.
Hey, Juicy Fruit, I'm standing here. Let's talk.
You're dreaming, you old
bag of skin. When I put the word out, your stock will flush right down the old fudge bucket. Okay, that's it. I refuse to be treated like I don't exist. Yeah, look, something's come up here and I have to go. I love you, Mom. Don't forget to make Dad happy. Yes, Duckman, isn't it? The old Duckman? You know perfectly well who I am. Now, what's all this about replacing me on my show? It's a big movie deal, right? Oh, I can see it now. Duckman of Alcatraz. My Dinner with Duckman. Big Bad Mama 3. No, nothing like that. You're fired! You lack talent, star appeal, and presence. Plus, your eyes aren't attached to your head. A recent poll shows that really creeps people out. I've sold off everything in your trailer to pay off your commissary bar bill, and I've assigned your parking spot to the Borg Queen. No, just a freaking minute! I don't think you realize just how much this studio needs me! I'm your money shot. I'm your ace in the hole! My partner Cornfed and I will just walk on down to WB and get a real show! Cornfed is perfectly happy staying on the show. I'd let him out of his contract, but he has no interest in leaving. Not a chance! We're practically joined at the hip! We're like Dean and Jerry! Jerry and Ben! Ben and that freaky Michael Jackson! Cornfed would never desert me! Corny?
It's true, Duckman. I'm staying with the show. It's the right thing to do. Good luck with your future.
I'm not getting this. He must have drugged him, or he's got the mad pig disease or something. You're wasting my time, old Duckman. I've got better men than you to yank my crank if I wanted. You're through. Get out!
You heard him. It's time for you to go home and weep into your lacy, silky, ladylike pink pillows. Go home, little...
I know what you're thinking. I also know what you're wearing, and you should be ashamed, but that's not important. Feeling betrayed by the studio and by me, Duckman decided to go home and be comforted by his family.
En el mapa nos vamos al nuevo lugar que aparece, que es la casa.
Home is where the heart is. Although other parts of my anatomy would like to be elsewhere right about now.
Intentamos hablar sin éxito con el muchacho que está colocando la valla.
What the hell's going on around here? Who ordered this fence installed? Hey, I'm talking to you, poster boy for the duh generation. Freaky boy can't hear me. What the hell are you doing on my lawn? Hey, you waste of oxygen, I'm talking to you. He's a lost cause. There's bread in the oven, but the pilot light's out.
Pasamos a intentar entrar en la casa.
Locked out of my own house? Open up in there! And I mean now!
Y hablamos con el hijo de Duckman hasta que conseguimos engañarlo para hacernos entrar.
Unlock the door, Ajax! I'm coming in!
Aunt Bernice and the dude from the studio said you can't come in, former Dodd.
Unlock the door and let me in, or I'll take the $9 left in your college fund and go stuff it in the G-string of my favorite stripper down in Chubby Dick's strip club!
That would probably be best, former Dodd. I've been thinking that institutionalized education isn't the right path for me to follow.
This is all your Aunt Bernice is doing, isn't it? Ah! If I had killed that woman when I first met her, I'd be, getting out of prison right about now.
The person who ordered the fence built said, and I quote, "If your father plans to continue to ignore his family and spend weeks, sometimes months, off at the flesh pit he calls a health spa, then I don't want his sorry ass anywhere near here." End quote.
Ajax, do you know who ordered this fence?
I can't tell you, former Dodd.
You can't tell me who ordered the fence, or you can't tell me if you know.
Oh, my brain.
Ajax, my boy, what are you doing out there without your winter jacket on? You'll catch your death of cold.
I will?
You better believe it. No son of mine is gonna freeze to death on the front lawn of my house where the neighbors can point and stare more than they normally do. You come inside here right this minute, and I'll come out there and take your place.
Wow. Thanks for me, Dad.
Una vez dentro interactuamos tanto con la abuela como con los otros dos hijos.
It doesn't happen often, but you are so wrong. I appreciated the old one much more. What are you talking about? The old one was all flaky and unsatisfying. You can't beat the new one. But the new one is as hard as a concrete-covered carbide steel Christmas fruitcake. Not exactly beneficial for nourishing a growing child. You've proven your point. I cast my vote for the old one as well.
Charles and Mambo, my boys! It makes my heart swell like Pamela Lee's chest near an open fire to hear that you prefer me over the new Duckman. Come give Papa a hug.
For your information, Duckman, Mambo and I were debating the differences between the original recipe and the new formula Heidi-Ho cupcakes.
But I'm your father, the guy that plucked and polished you. You're the fruit of my loins.
We still want to see lab results. But in the meantime, you're not even supposed to be in here. You better leave before Aunt Bernice gets home and gives you an aching purple nurple.
Bernice's dear, sweet, decrepit, nearly comatose grandmama. She's our very own fountain of flatulence and a financial sinkhole. How about you, Grandmama? Are you going to ostracize and ignore me like the others have? Pretend I don't exist? Refuse to recognize my very existence? Fine. Why should you be any different? So, you two are giving me the cold shoulder as well. Is my entire family suddenly against me? What are we, the Rosenbergs? What did I ever do to deserve treatment like that?
We're glad you asked. Let's see. We can break it down and give it to you by category, such as missed birthdays and holidays. Or we could show you how your combined gambling losses and the money you've wasted at strip clubs could have built a sewage treatment facility for an impoverished third world country. And we'd have to get out the projector, but we do have a chart that clearly shows that you've only actually spent a total of 32 hours and 15 minutes with us since we've been born.
All right, enough already. I get the point. I guess the selective memory twins here don't remember the pony I got them for their birthday.
It wasn't a pony. It was a donkey. And we had to give it back after that exotic dancer got out of jail.
That's right. The amazing Ginger. She certainly was amazing. What can I do to make up for being a crummy dad? Name it and you've got it.
Nothing. We're fine. All our paternal needs are being met by the new Duckman. Now, if you'll excuse us.
Pasamos a la habitación e interactuamos con la caja que se encuentra allí.
What the hell? I can't believe this! Someone's cleaned out my bedroom and taken all my stuff! Now I'll have to borrow some stuff from George Carlin. No! I've squished my soggy directory of 1-900 Rock My What the hell is this supposed to be? Whose is this? It's addressed to the new Duckman! That's just dandy. First he moves in on my TV show, now he's moving in on my very own selection of pre-stained thick pile shag. The return address is KC Laboratories in Zurich. Where the hell is Zurich? Must be up near Solvang, funnel cake capital of California.
Duckman, sweetie, is that you?
Bernice?
Ducky wucky, baby, wavy.
Bernice, is that you?
Oh, I missed you so. The whole time I was at the gym doing juicy squat thrusts, you were all I could think about, my little snuggy wuggy. Now come here.
Snuggy Wuggy? Why, Bernice, if I wasn't so repulsed by you and didn't feel the urge to vomit up my kidney every time I see what passes for your face... driven away my family, lost my career, and been betrayed by my best friend and partner. Ending it all is the only thing to do. Wait, I can't kill myself. This Thursday, the new Victoria's Secret catalog is due out. And damn it, Monday is Ajax's birthday. I am not going down without a fight. I screwed up, but I can win my kids back. And to hell with corn-fed. I'll get a new partner. This isn't the end of Duckman. This is only the beginning!
Oh no! Look, Fluffy, it's Mr. Duckman, our former boss. He doesn't look so good. Perhaps we should postpone building underwater habitats for endangered sea life and rescue him. I agree wholeheartedly. Let's go.
Ah! What the hell's going on here? What sort of psychedelic kaleidoscopic purgatory is this?
You're in our house, Mr. Duckman. We rescued you from a most watery grit.
Fluffy and Uranus. If the mere sight of you two didn't give me a double dose of shingles and rickets, I'd give you both a big questionable hug.
What's wrong, Mr. Duckman?
Are you kidding? My career is over. My family has deserted me and my partner has plunged a proverbial dagger deep into my proverbial back.
Well, you still have us, Mr. Duckman. Why don't you exercise with us? An aerobic workout will produce natural endorphins that will make you feel oh so much better.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. The only thing that makes me feel better comes in a bottle from the land of sky blue waters. Fluffy and Uranus, those two little festering fuzzballs. They used to work for me at my detective agency. Jamming them through the paper shredder or into the fax machine used to be the highlight of my day. So have you two turned against me like everyone else?
Oh, no, Mr. Duckman. We would never desert you. It's not in our character description. That's right. We were phased off the show. Alicia Silverstone now plays the sexy and slightly daffy office receptionist.
Alicia Silverstone, the receptionist in a detective agency? There's a clueless joke in there somewhere, but I'm too depressed to look for it.
Why don't you lie down and rest, Mr. Duckman? We'll make you some nice daffodil tea.
No! When I was up on that train trestle seconds before the 508 Express plowed me over, I decided I was going to stand up and fight to win back my family and career. And that's what I'm going to do!
Y ahora podemos matar de diversas maneras a estos
Say,
personajes.
Fluffy and Uranus, look! It's your biggest fan!
No es necesario, pero es algo que nos ofrece el
That's
juego.
a good fun, Mr. Duckman. Very funny. Please don't hurt us, sir.
You're stuffed animals, remember? This won't hurt.
Well, in that case...
Podemos hacerlo con el ventilador.
That piece doesn't go there.
En la cocina, tanto con el microondas como con la batidora.
Are you two microwave safe? Or will you plump when I cook you?
We'd prefer not to find out, sir. So, your throat.
Chop, blend, liquefy, puree. Sounds like my senior prom. Come here, you two. You'll look splendid blended.
Can we talk you out of this, Mr. Duckman?
That's one of those questions that people ask when they already know the answer. What's that called?
Rhetorical, sir. Pass the stuffing.
Y por último con la pecera que se encuentra a la derecha de la habitación.
Are you two still having trouble training your piranha? Maybe I can help you see.
Oh, you don't have to, Mr. Duckman. Remember, knit one, purl two.
Todo esto no lo podíamos haber saltado y simplemente salir por la puerta, que es lo siguiente que vamos a
I
hacer.
need some fresh air. Air that isn't sugar frosted. I gotta figure out what to do.
How about taking back control of your life and career, Duckman?
Corn-fed? Could it be? Come here! So I can kill you and use you for a kayak, you stinking rotten rat!
Duckman, before you go into a blind berserker rage, get sweaty pink and stink up the room with the smell of wet feathers, let me remind you that I am disciplined in over 27 forms of martial arts, and I know the exact pressure points to render you flaccid for life, and in spite of my diminutive stature, I can still punch harder than Mike Tyson on a first date. Think for a minute, Duckman. If I had really turned my back on you, would I be here? The only reason I'm still with the show and still at Paramount is because I smell a rat.
And it wasn't the stroganoff from the commissary?
I don't have any proof at the moment, but every fiber of my being screams that the new Duckman is a scumbag, and I eat a lot of fiber.
Of course, that explains everything! This new Duckman is up to no good. That's why I was replaced on the show.
No, the new Duckman just filled the void you left behind. You were fired because you never came to rehearsals, you ostracized all the producers and directors by acting like a total prima donna, and you hit on everything on the Paramount lot in a skirt. By the way, Mel still wants you to call him.
Right. Well, how are we gonna stop him and whoever is in on this with him? We're gonna need a... what do you call it? 4 letters, starts with a P, rhymes with flan.
I've already come up with a plan, Duckman. I've prepared a 3,600-page proposal, which I have on microfilm or compact disc that...
Corn-fed?
Maybe I should just explain it to you using simple sentences and lots of pretty pictures.
Now you're talking, corny old boy. Lay it on me slick and simple.
The first phase of my plan involves your sabotaging the new Duckman's public image. Once his popularity wanes, he may show his true colors. While I continue investigating on the Paramount lot, you need to go to the opening of the new Duckman Superstore. The new Duckman will be there in person, holding a press conference. Once you're finished, come see me at Paramount.
How the hell am I supposed to sabotage him? Everybody loves the guy.
You have to tarnish his public image. Find any dirt you can on him and publicize it. If you can't find any dirt, make some up. Something to stain his wholesome image in front of the press.
Yeah, I can do that. I know all about how to look bad in front of the press.
Go get him, partner.
Nice neighborhood the Marshmallow Twins picked to live in. That might have bothered me once upon a time. I might have chased down that greasy-haired, pimple-nosed Game Boy playing punk and shown him an exciting new use for his turn signal. But not now. I'm on a mission.
Pasamos de nuevo al mapa y vamos a regresar al spa donde comenzamos la aventura.
Now, the Tower of London's got nothing on this place. The brochure said the gate was designed to stop an armored tank. Or Oprah on a patty melt bender, whichever comes first. The only way in is if I get Julio to open the gate from the inside.
En principio no nos van a dejar entrar, así que vamos a hablar por el interfono con Julio hasta que saquemos el tema de inmigración.
Let me in, you hairy clump of fudge!
Go away, the spot is closed, especially to flabby but husbands like Duckman and John Denver, so shoot, shoot, shoot!
I need to get in there, you international flavor of the month. I forgot my voluminous listing of Hollywood starlets whose maracas I've taken to shape.
If you mean the 2 telephone numbers scribbled on the back of a cocktail napkin from Wingfast House of Fun, I wiped my skinny butt with it. Ha!
Keep guffawing, island boy. I have friends in high places, you know. Well, actually, I know a lifeguard who works in one of those really high towers. I've had enough of this, you Caribbean cretin. Let me in now, you celebrity wannabe.
I don't think so, Mr. He who is a headline from a newspaper printed far too long ago. You should walk your ugly slack body away from here.
Well, taking a walk is a pretty good idea, Julio. I think I'll take a walk down to the immigration office and see if there's a finder's fee for turning you in.
Hold on, I'm opening the door.
Pasamos adentro y dejaremos la guía por aquí.
Ha! Faker fraud. The only way you could get here was to trick your way in, Mr. Nobody. Now go away before I get 16th century renaissance on your feathery butt.
Y yo, como siempre, me despido hasta el siguiente vídeo de Insert Coin. ¡Hasta luego!
I'm having a bad day, Julio. Shouldn't you be meeting Paul Simon down by the schoolyard? You can't treat me like this, you bristly balkan! I'm gonna clear up this whole business with the new Duckman and get my show back!
Yeah, right. You and Bunny Franklin are going to be back on top any day now. Look at me. I'm holding my breath.
You can't treat me like this, you bristly balkan! I'm gonna clear up this whole business with the new Duckman and get my show back!
Yeah, right. You and Bunny Franklin are going to be back on top any day now. Look at me. I'm holding my breath.
It's a book of matches, and it's mine! All mine!
Those are for guests of the spa only.
Listen, Fancy Pants, do you realize how much I tipped you while I was a guest here?
Yes, I do. And I put it in the parking meter this morning.